gracias por ver esta producción de Magnet Cove East. Es 5 de Mayo in Arkansas.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Today is May the 5th, and that was my son, Chase Hartzell, who is calling a ball game for the Ouachita Digital Sports Network. Their playoff game today down on the campus of Ouachita Baptist University. And I asked him if he could send a quick message in Spanish for Cinco de Mayo. So happy Cinco de Mayo. We are almost ready to get underway for Game 2, the semifinal today between the Poyen Indians, who will be the home team, and the Cedar Ridge Timberwolves, who defeated the Magnet Cove Panthers here yesterday in the final game to advance to the semifinal game. And the Poyen Indians defeated the Southside B Branch Hornets in the third game of yesterday's action to advance to this second semifinal game for today. And so the ticket has already been punched in game 1 today by the Episcopal Wildcats. They will be playing in the championship game tomorrow starting at 2:30 p.m. And so the winner of this next matchup between Poyen Indians and the Cedar Ridge Timberwolves, they will go on to face Episcopal Wildcats in the championship game. There will also be a consolation game starting at noon tomorrow for third place. So the losers, Sloan Hendricks will play the losers of the Poyen Cedar Ridge this game here coming up, and that's how the bracket system will work. So whoever wins the championship game, they will be the number 1 seed tomorrow. Whoever comes runner-up will be number 2. And then the winner of the third place consolation game will be third, and the other team will be fourth. That will be how the top 4 teams are seeded for state tournament play. If I'm not mistaken, for AA in baseball will be in Greenland, Arkansas. That's up in northwest Arkansas. So we welcome all you fans that are tuning in from Cedar Ridge and also from Poyen, and we want to welcome you and hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. This broadcast is brought to you by the Magnet Cove High School East students here. I'm Coach Shane Hartzell. I will be your commentator for today. On graphics, I have Gavin Marsh. And on running the switching between cameras, I have Dakota Reed. And on camera 2, we have Alex Fortner out on camera 2 in the outfield. So that is our lineup for today. We want to talk about the Arkansas Activities Association here today and read their spot announcement. The Arkansas Activities Association is the governing body of interscholastic athletics here for high schools, both private and public, in the state of Arkansas. So with that, I will read you this. The schools participating in this regional baseball tournament are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by their school board. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the AAA. The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this regional baseball tournament, is a voluntary, nonprofit educational association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be the most desirable for high school youth. The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for interschool competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation of State High School Association. And with that being said, we will take a look at the rosters. We'll start first with the Poyen, or excuse me, the Cedar Ridge Timberwolves, and the visiting team, and their head coach is Kevin Arms, and he is assisted by Travis Farmer, and also Spencer Starkey. Here is their roster. Number 1 is Alex Zare. Number 2 is Caden Stevens. Number 3 is Kyle Province. Number 4 is Aiden Jones. Number 5 is Bentley Bullington. Number 7 is Weston Cook. Number 8 is Jordan Meadows. Number 10 is Landon Fears. Number 11 is Keithan Dunn. Number 13 is Jace McNeil. Number 14 is Abe Osborne. And number 15 is Joseph Grenier. Number 17 is Phoenix Ballard. Number 18 is Wesley Horton. Number 20 is Cade Barber. Number 21 is Lawson Bruce. Number 22 is Aiden Sober. And number 23 is Dylan Brashears. And number 27 is Dylan Richardson. And rounding out for the Timberwolves of Cedar Ridge is number 30, Connor Richardson. And now we will take a look at the home team, the Poyen Indians, and they are led by their head coach, Keith Barrett, and he is assisted by Chad Baxley, and their manager is Felipe Conde. Starting with number 1, Logan Lewis, number 2, Carter Felty, number 4, Hayden Bird, number 5, Colt Barrett, number 6, Hayden Lancaster, number 7, Cody Samples, number 8, Caden Schuff, number 9, Ryan Ray, number 10, Cullen Connor, number 11, Trenton Russell, number 12, Carson Gleinman, number 13, Braden Jewett, number 15, Bryce Batchelor, number 16, Landon Crosby, number 19, Sutter Spear, number 22, Alan Fight, number 25, Clint Baker, number 27, Ryder Reed, and rounding it off for the Poyen Indians is number 54, Austin Webb. So those are your two rosters for the two teams that will be playing here in game 2 of this semifinal day here. Again, we have had a lot of rain last night and this morning as well, and so these games had to be pushed back. The first game that was scheduled to be played at 12 was pushed back to 1 o'clock, and softball was also scheduled to be played at 12, but that one had to be pushed back eventually to, it was 2 o'clock and then 3 o'clock. So they are just underway in game 1 across the way here on the Magnet Cove Lady Panthers softball field, and we'll see if we can get a score and an update here for you in just a moment. With that being said, weather has played a factor here. Start last week in the district tournament, and also this week in the thing. So right now, just got a report in that both teams are scoreless. Magnet Cove is scoreless, and as well as I believe they're playing Bigelow over there. So that being said, there is the score for the softball game. It is our hope that we can get these games. And Magnet, I just had an update, another update that Magnet Cove has just scored. So the score is 1-0 for the Lady Panthers. Surge ahead, draw first blood. So with that being said, we're going to get started here in a few moments here for Game 2, the semifinal, to determine who will go and face the Wildcats of Episcopal tomorrow in the 2:30 game, the championship game. And will it be the Poyen Indians or will it be the Cedar Ridge Timberwolves? It should be a good matchup here between both of these teams. We had a great pitching duel in Game 1, semifinal game, today between the Sloan Hendricks Greyhounds and the Episcopal Wildcats. The final score of that game was 1-0. And so it was definitely a pitcher's duel. A lot of strikeouts in that game, and great defense from all angles there. So, with that being said, we hope to see a good game here coming into the second to determine that final spot in the championship game tomorrow. Now, the loser of this game will face the loser of Game 1, which was Sloan Hendricks Greyhounds during the first semifinal game today. So, with that, we're going to take a quick break here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. We are going to be ready for 2A Central Baseball Regional Action sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association. We'll be back here in just a few moments. And we're back here at the Panther Baseball Field for the 2A Central Regional Baseball Tournament. We have a little bit of correction here that we're working on. It is the Poyen Indians who are going to be the visiting team, and the Cedar Ridge Timberwolves will be the home team. So the lower seed will be the Poyen Indians. They will be the visitors, and the home team will be the Cedar Ridge Timberwolves. We will get that corrected here on our scoreboard as well, and we will be ready to get underway here in just a few minutes. Looks like we have some light mist out there right now as I'm overlooking the baseball field, and nothing major, but just a fine light mist. So hopefully the rain will hold off for us so we can get this started. And I see Coach Barrett and the umpires making their way towards home plate. And here comes the coach from Cedar Ridge also coming that way and making his way to the home plate, and where they're shaking hands with the umpire. And hopefully we're gonna get into action here very shortly here. And again, it is I want to commend Coach Webb and Coach Adams for the work that they have put in, along with the Magnet Cove baseball boys on the field today, making it available to be able to play. We got to start we just had to delay an hour the first game, and because they tarped it down last night and protected the mound and home plate, which is very important for baseball, especially pitchers, when it comes to those type of things. So that being said, it looks like Cedar Ridge is ready to take the field here, and they do. And let's talk about Cedar Ridge here real quick. On the bump today for them will be number 14, and that is Abe Osborne. He will be the pitcher today, and he is going to be on the bump. And then behind the plate today, man in the catcher spot will be the man who pitched yesterday, who had 12 strikeouts, which was Aiden Jones. Did a great job and kept the Magnet Cove Panthers off balance yesterday. And starting at third base is Wesley Horton, number 18. And at shortstop will be Kyle Province, number 3. And the second baseman will be Lawson Bruce, number 21. And the first baseman will be Cade Barber, number 20. And it looks today getting the start in right field will be Jace McNeil. And getting the start in center field will be Landon Fears. And getting the start in left field will be Aiden Sober, number 22, for the Cedar Ridge Timberwolves. So that is your defensive positions to start off this second game of the semifinals to determine who will go and face the Episcopal Wildcats in the championship game tomorrow at 2:30 here at the Panther baseball field. And so we are here in just a few moments. We are about to get underway. Again, the correction on that, Poyen is the visiting team. They will bat first to start off at the top of the first inning. So that being said, we're about to get underway here for the second semifinal game today. And I believe we're just about the throwdown, so we are about to get started here. And the home plate umpire is about to call play ball. So we'll see who. We look for a good matchup between these two teams. Both of them are very gritty. They play hard. But leading it off for the Poyen Indians will be the second baseman, Cullen Connor, number 10. Osborne delivers, and the first one is hit, and that one is going to be a base hit. So Connor Cullen starts off with a single, a grounder into left field in the gap, and he is aboard. So the leadoff is aboard for the Poyen Indians, and that will bring up the third baseman, Ryan Ray, who pitched yesterday and helped guide the Poyen Indians to this semifinal game against the Southside B Branch Hornets, and he will take a first called strike on the outside corner. Runner on first. Cullen Connor on first. And he squares to bunt, pushes that bunt down, and is going to be right there. The first baseman charges it. I believe that was number 20, Cade Barber, and makes the easy put out there. So the one unassisted bunt, but that sack bunt does advance the runner, Cullen Connor, to second. So that brings up the pitcher, Carson Gleinman, number 12, and the 3-hole hitter. First pitch is a called strike. 0-1 is your count. That one's going to be fouled back out of play. So Gleinman finds himself down 0-2 with 1 out and a runner on second. The delivery, and that one misses just inside. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. And the delivery, and that one is going to be fouled off. So Osmond throwing a lot of strikes here. And the delivery. And that one's going to be a chopper to the shortstop. He is going to step and make the throw. And that is Kyle Province on the 6-3 put out on Gleinman for the second out. But that will advance Cullen Connor, who is 90 feet away. And Hayden Bird, the catcher, will be up, number 4. The delivery, and that one is going to be hit, and it's going to be in the gap, and that will score Cullen Connor. So the first run, the Indians draw first blood and strike first with an RBI single by the catcher, Hayden Bird, into left center. So runner on first with two away. And that one misses. So 1-0 is your count on Crosby, the center fielder. And swing and miss, and that evens up the count at 1-1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bird, the catcher, drives in the first run here in the top of the first inning for the Poyen Indians. That one is going to be fouled down the right side, out of play. And so quickly, Landon Crosby, the center fielder for the Indians, finds himself 1-2, 1 ball, 2 strikes in the count with 2 away, runner on first. And the Osmond turns around and checks the runner, checks Bird there, the runner on first. And the delivery, and that one is going to be trouble, and that one is hit, and going to be an errant throw by the second baseman. Down here comes Bird, and is going to be held up by Coach Barrett at third base, and so Crosby will reach on a throw and error, and he is aboard, and Bird will move on to third base. So with 2 away, that will bring up the right fielder, Austin Webb, number 54, who with the RBI opportunity here. And he swings at the first pitch and misses just outside. So 0-1 is your count. The delivery. And that one's going to hit Webb. And so that will load the bases for the Indians with 2 away. And that will bring up the shortstop, Colt Barrett, number 5. So with 2 away, great opportunity here for Barrett to find a hole anywhere and drive a couple in here possibly. But the Timberwolves, Osmond is looking to get out of this. So we've got to force it any base here. The delivery by Osmond and swing and a miss. So 0-1 is your count. All right. Bases loaded, 2 away. And that one just missed. Oh, no, that one does catch the corner. So called strike. So Barrett quickly finds himself down 0-2 in the count. Let's see if Osmond comes at him. And he does, and Barrett stays alive by fouling that one off. Out of play down the right side. And the delivery. And swing and a miss, and down goes Barrett on a strike. And that will be the 3rd out. And the Indians leave the bases loaded here, but do manage to score 1 in the top of the 1st. We're going to take a quick break here at the 2A Central Regional Baseball Tournament, sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association. You're watching that on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And we're back here at Panther Baseball Field for 2A Central Regional Baseball Tournament action, sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association. Leading it off for the Cedar Ridge Timberwolves, the home team, will be number 3, the shortstop, Kyle Province. On the bump today for the Poyen Indians will be number 12, Carson Gleinman. Hayden Bird is your catcher. And Ryan Ray is the 3rd baseman. Cullen Connor is the 2nd baseman. And here's the first pitch delivery. And that is going to be a called ball on Province. So 1-0 is your count. The delivery. And that one is going to be popped up sky high to the center fielder, or the right fielder, Webb. Webb gets underneath it and makes the put out. So Province will fly out to the right fielder for the first out. And that will bring up the catcher, Aiden Jones, number 4. With 1 away. Your shortstop is Barrett, number 5 for the Indians, and Colt Barrett, and the first baseman is Carter Felty, number 2. Right fielder is Hayden Webb. And that one is hit into center field, and underneath it is the center fielder, and he makes the play. That's number 16, Landon Crosby, who is in center. And in left field will be number 11, Trenton Russell. So 2 away. Gleinman retires the first 2 batters, gets them to fly out. A fly to right field and a fly to center field. And so the count is 1 ball, 1-0 on Fears. And that evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike on Fears, the center fielder. The delivery. And that one misses just high. So 2-1 is your count. Gleinman on the bump today. The delivery. And that one is going to be hit, and that one's going to fall in the gap there for a 2-out single for Landon Fears. So and that will bring up number 20, the first baseman, Cade Barber. With 2 away, runner on first. The delivery. And that is going to be a called ball. Low and away on Barber, the first baseman for the Timberwolves. The delivery. And that one just misses. So 2 balls, no strikes is the count on the center fielder, Barber. And Gleinman steps off to check the runner. And that one misses also. So 3-0 is the count on the center fielder, Cade Barber. Or excuse me, the first baseman, Cade Barber. And that one's going to be inside. And so the first baseman, Cade Barber, will take his place on first with a base on balls, and that will advance Landon Fears to second. So runners on first and second with Wesley Horton, the third baseman, number 18, up to bat with 2 away. And that one's going to sail just a bit high. So 1-0 is your count. The delivery. And that one misses just inside. So 2-0 is your count. 2 balls, no strikes. Runners on second, first and second. 2 away. And the delivery. And that one's going to be hit right back up the middle. And number 10, that is Cullen Connor, makes a hustle play, gets down on the dirt, and stops the ball and makes the unassisted out there on the third baseman, Wesley Horton, for the third out. So the Cedar Ridge Timberwolves leave 2 stranded on first and second, and we go to the top of the second inning. We'll take a quick break here. You're watching 2A Central Regional Baseball, sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. And we're back here at the Panther baseball field, and leading off will be the first baseman, Carter Felty, for the Poyen Indians. First pitch is called ball, low. So 1-0 is your count. And 2-0 is the count on Felty, the first baseman for the Indians. The delivery, and that one misses just outside. So both pitchers struggling on each of their outings here. And that one finds the strike zone. So 3-1 is your count. 3 balls, 1 strike. And that is going to be a hit by pitch. So Felty will take his base down there. And the number 8 hitter is aboard with a hit by pitch. And that will bring up the left fielder, Trenton Russell, number 11, to the plate. Osborne delivers, and Russell looks to square. And that is going to be called strike 1. 0-1. The delivery, and Russell trying to get that bunt down, and he finds himself quickly down in the hole, 0-2. And Russell will be forced to put it in play. And just got to update, the Lady Panthers are winning 7-0 over in the softball game. They finally got their first game underway. So that is a ball on Russell. 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. The delivery, and that one misses. So that will even up the count at 2-2 on the 9-hole hitter, the left fielder, Trenton Russell, number 11, with a runner on first. The delivery, and that is going to run the count to full. So 3-2 is your count. Osborne sets from the stretch, delivers, and that one is going to be a ball. And so Trenton Russell will take his walk down to first base, and Felty will go to second. So runners on first and second with no outs, and that will bring the lead off, Cullen Connor, who made a great defensive play for the third out. and had a single, led off the game with a single, and he squares. But Osborne steps off. The delivery, and that one's going to run just high and inside. So 1-0 is your count. 1 ball, no strikes. And he squares to bunt and lays the bunt down. And a wild throw by the pitcher. And Felty is going to come and score. And on that errant throw, Connor Cullen will go to second. So that will be a throwing error on the pitcher. And he will go to second. And that will score 2 there. Felty comes home. And that will bring in Russell as well. So that's an RBI. So Cullen gets an RBI. And Ryan Ray is aboard as well. And that one brings, excuse me, and we're going to have a pitching change here by the Cedar Ridge Timberwolves. And with that, we will take a quick break here. You're watching 2A Central Regional Baseball Tournament, sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. And we're back here at the Panther baseball field for the second game. And we have Cullen Connor. He will be at third base. And Ryan Ray will be on with bunted his way on to first. And now the pitcher, Carson Gleinman, number 12, will be up to bat for the Indians. Okay. And the delivery. And the runner is going. Ray is going to be stand up there. And so the new pitcher for, excuse me, is Landon Fears, the center fielder. He comes in to pitch. And then the first base. Excuse me. So 2-0, 2 balls, 1 strike is the count on Gleinman. And that one is going to be popped up, and it is going to be out of play. So that will even up the count at 2-2 on Gleinman. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second and third. Runners on second and third with no outs. Fears delivers, and that one's going to be short hop, but the catcher does a nice job of blocking there. That's Jones, the catcher for the Timberwolves. So the count is full, and the delivery, and that one's going to be foul tipped. So Carson Gleinman will stay alive, the pitcher for the Indians. But the count still remains full. And the delivery. And that one is going to be popped up, but will be out of play. So we'll full count still, and we will do it again. Fears delivers. And that one's going to be hit to the shortstop, and he is going to come up and make the throw. That was Kyle Province who gets the out. But the Indians do manage to score a run off of that. In comes so the 6-3. And Cullen Connor, it's there. And that brings up to the plate is the catcher, number 4, Hayden Bird. And that one is going to be outside and short hop its way to the plate. So 2 balls, no strikes on the catcher, Bird. And Ryan Ray, the third baseman, is on third right now for the Indians with 1 away. And that one's going to be short hopped as well. So 30 is the count on Bird. And pitch. And that one just catches the outside corner for a called strike. So 3-1 is your count. And the delivery, and that one's going to be chopped to the shortstop. He looks to home, but then decides to go to first. And so Province puts the 6-3 on Bird for the second out. But Ryan Ray does come in to score, and that makes the score the Poyen Indians 5, the Cedar Ridge Timberwolves 0, with 2 away in the top of the second. And that one's going to be just foul by Landon Crosby down the right field line. And 0-1 is your count. And the delivery by Fears. Swing and a miss by Crosby, the center fielder. And he finds himself quickly in the hole, 0-2. And the delivery. And he gets him swinging for the third out, but not before the Poyen Indians score 4 in that inning to push the score to the Poyen Indians 5, the Cedar Ridge Timberwolves 0. We'll take a quick break here from 2A Central Regional Baseball action, sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. And we're back here, and Abe Osborne, who moved from pitcher to the first base, will be due up, and he starts out with a ball. One and 0 is the count. And Gleinman gets him swinging to even up the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count. The delivery, and that curveball just misses. 2 balls, 1 strike is the count. And the delivery, and swing and a miss. So that evens up the count at 2-2 on Osborne. And the count is now full. Three balls, 2 strikes. The delivery by Gleinman, and that one is going to be fouled off, and we will do it again here in the bottom of the second. Cedar Ridge looking to get some runners on base in the bottom of the second. The delivery, and that one misses. So Osborne will start off with a leadoff walk, and that will bring up the designated, that will bring up Jace McNeil. And that one is going to be just outside for a called ball. So 1-0 is the count on the right fielder, number 13, Jace McNeil. And Gleinman steps off, checks the runner. And Gleinman delivers, and that one misses just inside. So 2 balls, no strike is your count. And the pitch, and that one just catches the corner. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And the delivery, and that one's going to be outside for a called ball. So 3 balls, 1 strike, and McNeil, the right fielder, number 13, has hitter's leverage count in his favor here. Glyman pauses, and then that one is going to be popped up sky high, and Ray is on his horse and makes an incredible catch in foul territory all the way from the third base slot. But there was an errant throw there. So all right, so we have a fly out, and that will be the first out. But Osmond will advance on the errant throw. And that brings up the second baseman, Lawson Bruce, number 21. And he starts off with a ball. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out, runner in scoring position. Osmond on second. And that one's going to be drop and be hit up the middle. And let's see if they wave him in. And Osmond is going to be held up by the third base coach. So that is a single by Lawson Bruce there to center field. And so we have runners at the corner, and that will bring, excuse me, and that will bring up the number 9 hitter, Aiden Sober, the left fielder. And Sober looks to bunt, squares, pulls back, and that is going to be a called strike. So 0-1 is your count, and Lawson Bruce does take second base. So 1-1 is the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on second and third with 1 out. And that is ball 2. So the count is now 2-1 on Aiden Sober, the left fielder, number 22 for the Timberwolves. And the delivery by Glyman, and that one's going to be hit to the shortstop. Barrett knocks it down, steps and throws in time for the 6-3 putout, and that will be the second out. And so 2 away. And runner still at second and third, and that brings up the leadoff, number 3, Kyle Province, who flied out to right field, his first at bat. And Gleinman starts him off with the ball. And that one's going to sail high for 2-0 count. And the delivery. And that one catches the outside corner for a called strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 away. Runners on second and third. lineman, the delivery, and that one is going to be hit into right field. And Webb is going to be there to make the catch and the put out. So the Timberwolves failed to get the runs in, 2 runs in that were left stranded on base. And with that, when we come back, the Poyen Indians will be up to bat, and we will take a quick break here from the campus of Magnet Cove. You're watching the 2A Central Regional Baseball Tournament on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel, sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious, mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And we're back here, and Austin Webb will be leading it off for the Indians. And Fears' first pitch is a ball. And second pitch is also a ball. 2-0 is the count on Webb, the right fielder for the Indians. And that one finds the strike zone. So 2-1 is your count on Webb. And Webb squares, but that one's, and he did square and did not pull back, so that is a called strike. So 2-2 is the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fears delivers and gets him looking there for the first out. So that will bring up the shortstop, number 5, Colt Barrett, who struck out swinging in his first at-bat. The delivery, and that one is low for a called ball. And Fears delivers, and that one is going to be fouled. And that will even up the count, 1-1. And the delivery, and that one misses. So 2 balls, 1 strike. One away. Barrett at the plate, the shortstop for the Indians. The delivery by Fears, and a swing and a miss. So that evens up the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Barrett stays alive. Fouls that one off. Two-two's the count. And he catches the outside corner for a called strike, and down goes Barrett. And that will bring up Carter Felty, who was hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. So 2 down. The delivery, and Felty hits that one, but straight to the center fielder, and that was for the put out there. And that is Cade Barber, number 20. So with that, down go the Indians in the top of the third, and we will take a quick break here. You're watching 2A Central Regional Baseball, sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. And we're back here at the Panther baseball field. Now batting will be the catcher, number 4, Aiden Jones, for the Timberwolves. Glyman delivers, and that one is going to be popped sky high to the right fielder, Webb, who is underneath it, squeezes it, and makes the catch for out number 1. So 1 away, and that will bring up the now pitcher, Landon Fears, number 10. Fears had a single. He singled into left in his first at-bat, and that first pitch is going to be fouled off. The delivery, and that one is going to be misplayed by the third baseman, Ray. And so Fears is aboard. And that will bring up the center fielder, Cade Barber, who walked his first at-bat. And that one's away, and down goes Fears to second on the wild pitch by Glyman. And Glyman sits and delivers. And that is going to be a called ball. So 2-0 is your count on the center fielder, Cade Barber. And Gleinman steps off to look the runner back. Fears back. Number 10. Lyman delivers. And that one is going to be short hop. So 30 is your count on Barber. So he can be selective here. And the pitch. And that is going to be a called strike. So 31 is your count. Barber still with hitter's leverage count here. And, oh, he delivers. And he is hit in the head. And the coach is going to check him out. The umpire is going to check him out. And so hit by a pitch, the center fielder, Cade Barber. And he will reach base. And the umpire checking out, making sure he's okay. And his first base coach as well. So, and that will bring up the third baseman, Wesley Horton, to the plate. And that is going to be a called strike. So 0-1 is your count. The pitch. And that one is going to be tipped off, and Ray cannot make the play on it, and they will, but Gleinman goes over to cover third, and they still get the force out at third and get that lead runner. So that is and so Horton is aboard. With the single, and that one is going to be hit into center. But Crosby is going to be there to make the put out. So that will be scored as a fly out in center field for the third out. And with that, so the Cedar Ridge Timberwolves leave some runners stranded here in the bottom of the third inning. And with that, we will take a quick break. You're watching 2A Central Regional Baseball Tournament from Magnet Cove, sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious, mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And we're back here at the Panther Baseball Field in Game 2, the second semifinal of the day. And leading it off for the Poyen Indians will be the left fielder, number 11, Trenton Russell. Russell, who walked in his first at-bat. And Fears delivers. And that is going to be a called strike. And the delivery. And that one's going to be inside. So that will even up the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike is the count on Russell, the left fielder. And the delivery. And that one's going to be chopped to the shortstop. He's going to step and throw and make the play. And so the 6-3 by Province to the first baseman, that is, excuse me, now that is Osmond. So the 6-3 put out. And we are back to the top of the order with Cullen Connor, who had an bunted and had an RBI. And he hits that one to the shortstop and fielding it again. And he is going to be safe. So Province makes a great stop. And the throw just comes up a little bit short there for Osmond. And with a 1 away, that brings up Ryan Ray, who reached on a bunt in his last at bat. And he swings and misses. And he delivers. And he was looking to bunt there, but doesn't pull the bat back. And he quickly finds himself down 0-2 with 1 away and a runner on first. And that one's going to be inside. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. And Fears delivers, and that was going to be out, and that's going to get away from the catcher, and Cullen Connor will stand up with that wild pitch. And that will even up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And Ryan Ray, the third baseman, stays alive. Fouls that one off to the backstop. Two is the count. The delivery. And that one's going to be hit to the shortstop, who will step and throw and make the play. That is Kyle Province for the second out. And that will bring up the pitcher, Carson Gleinman, who also has hit to the shortstop. He's 0 for 2. And Fears starts him off with a ball. And the delivery. And that is going to be a swing and a miss. So 1 ball, 1 strike is your count. On the pitcher, Gleinman. The delivery by Fears. And that one catches the outside corner for a called strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 away, and Ray is on third. Or excuse me, not Ray. That is Cullen Connor. And that evens up the count at 2-2. And the delivery. And that is be a swing and a miss for the third out. And so the Indians are retired in the top of the fourth and score no runs, but leave 1 runner stranded in scoring position. And with that, here going into the bottom of the fourth, the score is still the Poyen Indians 5 and the Cedar Ridge Timberwolves 0. So we're going to take a quick break here from the 2A Central Regional Baseball Tournament here at Magnet Cove, sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association. You're watching the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. And we're back here at the 2A Central Regional Baseball Tournament. And leading off will be the right fielder, number 13, Jace McNeil, who flied out to the left field a moment ago with a foul ball. And quickly, Glyman gets ahead in the count. 0-1 is the count on McNeil. Lyman delivers, and that is going to be a called strike 2. And the deliver, that one's going to miss just outside. And Glyman delivers, and that one is going to be foul tipped. And the delivery. And a swing and miss, and down goes McNeil on strikes. So Glyman retires the first batter here in the bottom of the fourth, and that will bring up the second baseman, Lawson Bruce. And Bruce had a single into center field in his first at bat. And the delivery, and that one is going to be popped up, and Webb is going to be on his horse and catch it in foul territory for the out, and that is 2 away quickly for the Timberwolves. And that will bring up the left fielder, Aiden Sober. And Glyman delivers, And that one's going to be just high and away. And that one is still outside for a call ball. And he delivers. And that is going to be a called strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike is the count with 2 away. Glyman delivers, and a swing and a miss to even up the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one just misses. So full count, 2 away. No runners on. And he will take his base on balls, Sober will. And so with 2 away, that will bring up the shortstop and leadoff hitter, Kyle Province. And that one misses just outside. So 1-0 is your count. The pitch. And that one misses just outside. So 2-0 is the count. With 2 away, runner on first. And Glyman delivers. And that one's also going to be outside. So 30 is your count on the leadoff Province. With 2 away, a runner on first. The Timberwolves needing base runners. And that one misses, so down base on balls will go Province, and that will advance Aiden Sober to second base. And catcher Bird wants to talk with his pitcher and the infield, kind of settle him down. And the pitch is a strike on Jones. So 0-1 is the count with runners on first and second. The delivery. And that one misses just high. So 1-1, that evens up the count at 1-1, 1 ball, 1 strike. And Glyman delivers. And that one's going to be hit right back at him, but he knocks it down and steps and throws and makes the third out. So the 1-3 play will make the third out. And with that, we will go to the top of the 5th inning with, again, the score, the Poyen Indians 5 and the Cedar Ridge Timberwolves 0. You're watching 2A Central Regional Baseball presented by the Arkansas Activities Association on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious, mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And we're back here at the Panther baseball field. Leading it off in the top of the 5th inning will be the catcher, Hayden Bird, for the Poyen Indians. Bird, in his first at-bat, had a base hit into center field and scored an RBI, and then grounded out in the 6-3 play in his second at-bat. He starts off with a ball, and that is going to be a called ball too. So 2-0 is the count. And that brings the count to 30. And down will go Bird, the catcher, base on balls. He is aboard. And we have an update on the score from over in the softball regional tournament going on over at Lady Panther softball field. The Magnet Cove Lady Panthers have won by a score of 8-1. So they will be advancing to the championship game tomorrow at 2:30. And Crosby squares to bunt, but pulls it back. And he squares again and lays that one down. But that sacrifices the runner over. So the sac bunt does advance the runner to second. So Bird is at second. And that will be the first out with the 1-3 play. And that will bring up the right fielder, Austin Webb. And that one misses just outside. And the pitch, and that one is going to be fisted, but it's going to be playable by the second baseman, and that play was made by 21 Lawson Bruce. So quickly down, that is the second out. And this one is going to be fouled by Barrett, out of play. And we're going to have a courtesy runner for Bird, the catcher. In goes number 1, Logan Lewis. So the count is 0-1 on the shortstop Barrett for the Indians. With 2 away, runner on second, and that one's going to sail high and away for a called ball. So 1-1 is your count. 1 ball, 1 strike. That curveball does not break enough, so 2 balls and 1 strike. And the delivery. And that one is going to be just outside. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Colt Barrett, the shortstop for the Indians, finds himself in the hitter's leverage count here. And that one's going to be fouled out of play, and that will run the count to full. And that one's going to be outside, so Barrett will make his way, and he will get aboard with a base on balls. So we've got runners at first and second with 2 away, and that brings up the first baseman, Carter Felty. And that one's going to sail high and outside, so 1-0 is your count. 1 ball, no strikes with 2 away. Runners on first and second in the top of the 5th. And that one is going to be low and away. So 2-0 is the count. And that one just catches the outside corner for a called strike. So 2 balls and 1 strike is the count. And the delivery, and Felty turns on that one. The right fielder is going to be able to make the play, though. And that, excuse me, that was number 13, Jace McNeil, on the fly there. So that will be the 3rd out. And the Poyen Indians leave 2 stranded, 2 aboard here in the top of the 5th. And when we come back, we'll be in the bottom of the 5th with the score. The Poyen Indians still 5 and the Cedar Ridge Timberwolves 0. You're watching 2A Central Regional Baseball Tournament, sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association, on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious, mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And we're back here in the bottom of the 5th inning with the pitcher, Landon Fears will be the batter leading it off for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves looking to get something going here, and they do, and that is a single by Fears. And so that gets it started here. And we're back. And that one is going to be popped up to the left fielder. And that was the, the batter was Lawson Bruce. or not Lawson Bruce, I'm sorry. That was Cade Barber who popped that one up. And he is gone. Fears will take second. So Wesley Horton, the third baseman, starts out 1-0, and that one's going to be hit straight to the center fielder, who has to move just slightly, and that is that was Crosby who made the play for the second out. And that one's going to be popped up, and that's going to be out of play. And that is going to be a called strike on Abe Osborne, the first baseman. So quickly he finds himself down 0-2 in the count. Gleinman looks the runner, pauses, and then delivers. And that's going to be a single, and in is coming Fears, and he will score from second base. So the Timberwolves are finally aboard across the plate there in the first inning, or excuse me, for the first run, rather. And that is a RBI single. Credited to Abe Osborne. So that makes the score. Poyen Indians 5. The Cedar Ridge Timberwolves 1. And that has Jace McNeil, the right fielder. And that evens up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. With a runner on first, 2 away in the bottom of the 5th. And a swing and a miss by McNeil, and that quickly runs the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the delivery, and just misses, so that evens the count up 2-2. And the delivery, and that one is going to be popped up into right center, and there's going to be a miscommunication. Webb, between the center fielder, Webb, and right fielder. That was Webb and Crosby, and Webb takes his eye off it just for a second, and so that will advance the runner to third here. And he looks him back. So runners at the corners with 2 outs. And Lawson Bruce, the second baseman. Lyman starts him out with the ball. 1-0 is the count. And that one misses, so 2 balls and no strikes. And the delivery. And the count is now 3-0. Three and 0 is the count on Bruce, the second baseman for the Timberwolves. And the delivery, and Glyman finds the strike zone. So 31 is the count, 3 ball, 1 strikes. Lawson Bruce still has hitter's leverage count here. And that one is hit straight back to the pitcher, to Glyman, and that will be a 1-3 put out. So for the third out, and so the Timberwolves of Cedar Ridge strand 2 aboard, but do manage to score 1 in the bottom of the 5th, and that will take us to the top of the 6th inning. We will take a quick break here from the 2A Central Regional Baseball Tournament on the campus of Magnet Cove, sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association. You're watching the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. And we're back here at Panther Baseball Field. And up to bat will be the left fielder, the number 9 hitter, Trenton Russell, for the Indians. And he is going to start out with a call ball. And the delivery. And that one is going to be fouled back out of play. 1-1 is the count. And Fears delivers. And that one just hits the outside corner. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is your count on Russell. And he delivers. And that is a swing and a miss. So Trenton Russell, the left fielder, goes down on strikes for the first out. And that will bring up Cullen Connor, the second baseman. The top of the order again for the Indians. And the delivery. And that one is going to be hit in the gap just over the third baseman. So Cullen Connor will be aboard with a single to shallow left field. And that will bring up Ryan Ray, the third baseman, with 1 away, a runner on first. And the delivery, fierce, and that one's going to be popped up out of play. So 0-1 will be your count. And the delivery, and that one will be fouled out of play. So quickly down, Ray finds himself down, the third baseman, 0-2 in the count. Here in the top of the sixth inning with a runner on first base. And that one misses. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. And that one's going to be hit up in the air, but is going to be to the right fielder who squeezes it and makes the play. That is, excuse me, that is the right fielder out there, Jace McNeil, with the put out. And that will bring up the pitcher, Carson Gleinman. It's 2 away, and that one is fouled out of play. So 0-1 is the count on Gleinman. And that one is going to be hit right back up the middle. It's going to be a slow roller, but the shortstop does make the 6-3 put out. So down go the Indians in the top of the 6th. And with that, we will take a break here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. You're watching 2A Central Regional Baseball from Magnet Cove, sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association. We will be back here in just a moment.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious, mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And we're back here at the Panther baseball field. Leading it off for the Center Ridge Timberwolves will be the left fielder, number 22, Aiden Sober. Sober reached on base on a walk, his last at bat. And that will be and that is a called strike. So 1-1 is the count. The delivery, and that one's going to be fouled out of play. So 1-2 is the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that one misses. So that evens up the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And that one misses just outside, so that runs the count to full. And the delivery, and that one's going to be a slow roller, and that one will be bobbled. And so the leadoff is aboard, and that will bring the leadoff hitter, Kyle Province, the shortstop, who has been quite active today in the infield. And Gleinman steps off. The delivery, and that one misses just outside. One and 0 is the count. Runner on first, no outs. And that delivers, and that one's going to be hit to deep center, and that one's going to be trouble. And so Crosby gets turned around on that one into deep center field, and aboard is the leadoff, Kyle Province, with a hit to center field. And that will bring up the catcher, Aiden Jones. And he starts him out with a called ball. And delivers. And that one is going to be sky high, and Barrett, is the shortstop, is calling for it. And he squeezes it and makes the play. So down goes Jones on a pop-up. A fly out to the shortstop. And that is one away with runners on first and second. And the delivery by Gleinman, and that one is going to be fouled out of play. So 0-1 is the count on Fears. And he delivers, and that one will be out of play, fouled out of play. 0-2 is the count with a one away, runners on first and second. And Gleinman delivers, and that one is going to hit Fears, the pitcher. So hit by pitch, and that will load the bases with one away. And Coach Barrett wants to call time and talk to his pitcher in the infield. And with that, we will take a quick timeout here. You're watching 2A Central Regional Baseball Tournament, sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. And we're back here, and with the change of pitchers, the left fielder, Trenton Russell, comes in to assume pitching responsibilities and try to close this one out for the Indians. They have one out, but runners are on first and second, and batting is number 20, Cade Barber, and with a wild pitch. So 2 balls, no strikes. And that one's going to sail high, so 3-0 is the count on the center fielder, Barber. And that is going to load the bases with a walk. So we have bases are loaded with 1 out, and that will bring up the third baseman, Wesley Horton. And Coach Barrett is going to bring his corners in. Hopefully he's thinking, maybe possibly someone hitting into a double play here. And that is a called strike. 0-1 is the count. And the delivery. And that one gets away, and in will come Kyle Province, the shortstop. He will score. And so now the score is 5-3. And runners will move up. And 3 balls, 1 strike is the count. And that is going to run inside on Horton. And so the bases are loaded again here with 1 away, and a base hit in the gap by Osmond could score 1, 2, possibly tying the ball game. And that pitch is going to be away for a called ball. And we're back here. So 1-0 is the count. And that one is going to be short. So 2-0 is the count. And that is going to run the count to 30. So nowhere to put Osborne. And that will walk in a run. So in will come Fears, who will score. And we are within a one-run game with one out. And Coach Barrett has seen enough. And so he is going to bring in the righty, the shortstop, Colt Barrett. And with that, we will take a quick break here on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. You're watching 2A Central Regional Baseball, sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association. We'll be back after these short messages.
If you're looking for a hidden gem while traveling down Arkansas Highway 51, then Panther Pass Grocery and Gas is your one-stop destination. The Panther Pass is more than just your typical local grocery and gas station. It also has a full cafe menu with delicious, mouth-watering food that will satisfy any type of appetite. The Panther Pass is also a proud supporter of the Magnet Cove School District and a community partner with the Magnet Cove High School East. The Panther Pass is located at 2214 Highway 51, Magnet Cove, Arkansas.
And we're back here, and the batter, that was Jace McNeil, was hit by a pitch, and that walked in the tying run. And that one misses. So 2 balls, 1 strike on Lawson Bruce. And the delivery. And that one misses. So 3 balls, 1 strike on the second baseman for the Timberwolves. And Barrett delivers. And that will walk in another run as well. And now the Timberwolves take the lead. So And that will bring up Aiden Sober, the left fielder. And Barrett misses. So 1-0 is the count, 1 out. And that is a called strike. So 1-1 is your count. The delivery. And that one misses just outside. The lineman has moved to third base, and Ray has moved to short. And Barrett, of course, has come in relief. He delivers. And that one is going to be hit in the gap. That will score 1. And that will score 2. So a 2 RBI single there for Aiden Sober, the left fielder. And yes, we had a balk there, and that will bring in another run for the Timberwolves. And a swing and a miss by Province. So 0-2 is the count with 1 away. Your score is 9-5. And that one's going to be fouled out of play. And the delivery, and that one's going to sail high. And the count is 1-2. And so 1 ball, 2 strikes, and that one is going to be fouled off. And Province stays alive with runners in scoring position. And that one's going to be hit. And they double it up there. Great play by the center fielder. A great play by, that is Landon Crosby. And then he fires back to the second base because the tag was not applied to double them up. But not before the Timberwolves blow it up in the bottom of the 6th inning. And they score, let's see, 3, 5, 8 runs. So, yes, 8 runs. And with that, the Poyen Indians are going to have some work to do in the top of the 7th. And to remain here, they must score a minimum of 4 to tie it. So we'll take a quick break here. You're watching 2A Central Regional Baseball Tournament on the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel, sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association. And we're back here in the top of the 7th, and leading it off for the Poyen Indians is Hayden Bird. The Indians are needing base runners. They need a minimum of 4 runs to tie this up to remain in to put this ball game into extra innings. First pitch is going to be a called ball. So 1-0 is the count on Bird. And that one's going to be, So 2-0 is the count. And that one will hit Bird. And he will take his walk down to first base. So the leadoff, the catcher, Hayden Bird, is aboard for the Indians. And that will bring up the center fielder, who made an incredible catch and threw the ball back into the second baseman to make the double play. And that one's going to be hit, and could this be 2, 4, 6, 2, 3? That is the double play, and that was just what the Indians did not need there, a hit into the double play. So 4-6-3 is how you would score that one. The double play. And 2 away. And Webb is up. And Poyen, the Indians, are down to their final out here in the top of the 7th. And Webb starts out 0-1, and he is quickly down 0-2. So with 2 away, 0-2 is the count on Austin Webb. And he foul tips it to just stay alive. And that one just misses. So 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. 2 away, no runners on. And that one is going to be hit to the third baseman. He is going to step and throw and make the play, and that will do it here. The Cedar Ridge Timberwolves had an incredible bottom of the 6th inning in which they scored 8 runs, and so they win it here, and they will advance tomorrow to play in the championship game at 2:30 here, and they will advance to play the Episcopal Wildcats, who won in Game 1 today, and so with that we have the championship game set for tomorrow, and also the But starting, we will have one more game before that at noon between the Poyen Indians and the Sloan Hendricks Greyhounds. And so the final score again here at the Panther Baseball Field, the 2A Central Regional Baseball Tournament, the Cedar Ridge Timberwolves win it by a score of 9-5 over the Poyen Indians. And again, we will be back tomorrow for first of all, the consolation game, the third and fourth place teams to decide who will finish third. And we will be back for that. And we thank you for tuning in, those of you from Poyen and from Cedar Ridge who have been watching today, and also those of you from Episcopal and Sloan Hendricks. We thank you for tuning in to the Magnet Cove High School East YouTube channel. You have been watching the 2A Central Regional Baseball Tournament sponsored by the Arkansas Activities Association. And I'm Coach Shane Hartzell signing off. Have a great evening.